Morning, everyone. Afternoon, good evening, whenever you read or listen to this. Welcome to Mindset Mondays. So every Monday, we're going to have one of these videos uploaded, and it's just something to kind of think about, really. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and just kind of check, are you feeling kind of stressed, kind of silently struggling with feelings of, being overworked, overwhelmed, exhausted, and maybe feeling a little bit hopeless, about everything that you need to do. And you're just worried that you're just not doing enough. I want to ask a question. And that question is, do you think your mindset might be holding you back? Just a little bit. If you said or you answered yes to any of the questions I just asked, then just you're not alone, okay? And I want to congratulate you for being here and for choosing to listen to this, because the truth is we really need to deal with some of the issues that we have with mindset, and because they sometimes will engulf us and cause us not to feel as well as we should. So the truth is, today we're going to talk about the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset. And the truth is, yeah, mindset does create our destiny. That is for sure. So over the next few Mondays, what I'll be doing is discussing kind of limiting beliefs and mindset. And then we just want to identify the mindsets that create and just kind of undercut our happiness and success, because there's quite a lot of them. We know that with your mindset comes a certain attitude, and it will then affect your behavior and also some actions that you take or don't take, and definitely your results, and eventually how your performance actually correlates to all of this. So over the next few chats, we're going to be discussing fixed mindset versus growth mindset, and then we'll be followed by scarcity versus abundance, failure versus success, and obviously the victim mindset that we sometimes see. So about, I want to say, between 18 months and 24 months ago, I picked up a book, and it's called Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. And Dr. Dweck is an American psychologist, and she is obviously, right at the moment, she's at Stanford University. And she wrote this book, and she basically distinguishes, and she talks about a mindset psychology trait, and she distinguishes between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And I found this really interesting, and I started looking into this, and I love the fact that there is a definite group of people who either fall into the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. And I just started looking at myself and thinking, whoa, am I finding too many similarities between me and the fixed mindset group? And how can I move into the growth mindset? So with a fixed mindset, she describes that it's a state of mind where you either know something or we don't. And the belief with this is that everybody has a certain number of basic abilities. We're born with a certain amount of intelligence. We have specific talents, and these traits are just fixed. And that's what we're born with, and that's that. And we were told this in school, weren't we? Sometimes you're good at math, sometimes you're not, and just kind of deal with it. And you know, because of the way the whole fixed mindset, it ends up with us kind of attaching a meaning to that. And if we don't know how to do something, or we are unable to kind of grasp a meaning, we then attach a negative meaning about ourselves, as in, we're either incapable or stupid. Now, this picture with this little boy has got a big D sign on the top, and some of you younger members might not remember, but we used to be in the good old days put in the corner, and there was a little hat that was a dunce hat, because you're stupid and you didn't get anything, and you'd be kind of shamed in front of the whole class. And they kind of stopped with the hat, but the behavior that a lot of the educators had did kind of continue, and it continues into sometimes into the work space. So the idea is, and the goal is, with a fixed mindset, is to make sure that you look smart all the time, and you never look dumb, and you never make a fool of yourself. And it is the overriding thought process in people who've got a fixed mindset. So the alternative, obviously, is to have a growth mindset, which kind of relates to what we don't know as an invitation as opposed to an insult to ourselves. So, I mean, the belief here is that we challenge the common belief that intelligent people are born smart. And when you're born intelligent, that's what you have. So you need to understand that that their traits and their abilities and their talents can all be developed through kind of good teaching and persistence. So with a growth mindset, students then realize that the meaning that they actually attached to the mindset is that every difficult task is actually an opportunity to grow, and also to make yourself a little bit, smarter, which you are actually able to do. And we 100% definitely want to cultivate a growth mindset. So um, the question is, why is it so challenging? Even if you know this and you've read this and you can look it up on the internet and you've read and you know this, but why is this also challenging? And the truth is that we don't know really how to do this safely. We've never been taught how to do it. You don't know how to share your feelings and express your needs, how to set boundaries between you and other people. And you also don't know how to actually start, let alone have those difficult conversations with people. So instead of even trying, we just judge ourselves as being inferior because we think other people know naturally how to do this, whereas actually all of these things are learned. So, with a growth mindset, you need to understand that not everybody's the same. We don't necessarily think that everybody's the same, or anybody can be Einstein, for instance. But we believe that you can get smarter if you work at it, with specific areas that you specifically want to work with. I would like to wrap this up by saying, just remember, word of warning to our parents, all parents out there, this is me included. If you want to give your children a real gift, the best thing we can do is to teach our children to love challenges, and they need to be intrigued by their mistakes and enjoy the effort, and they want to keep learning. So the idea is our children don't have to be slaves to praise. Praise is something that we were all lavished with. If you did really well at school, if you came first in a athletic event, and what we want to do is ensure that our children have a lifelong way to build and repair their own confidence from within, so that they don't wrongly expect other people and outside influences to actually be how they build their own confidence, because this is going back to a fixed mindset. So I'm just going to finish up our little talk with one little quote, and this is from Albert Einstein, and he says, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them in the first place." So, if you recognize some of the traits in yourself of a fixed mindset, because it's not your fault. This is what we were kind of trained from the time we were children. Now's a good time to kind of reflect on that and think about how you can, going forward, start cultivating more of a growth mindset, and encourage your children to question, and also to try solve problems, as opposed to looking at things as a failure or something that actually reflects on their intelligence in any way. Okay. So what we'll do is this will be available for you to look at. And next Monday, we will be discussing scarcity versus abundance. So I look forward to seeing you then. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.